What is up, bitches? It's week 12 of the Dream League. It is the last week of the season, and it's been a long season to get here. Been through a lot, some ups and downs, but man, it's been fun. And here we are, the last week of the season. We're still in it, which is basically all you can really ask for, right? All you want to do is get into playoffs, and then anything can happen from there. At least that's where I set my expectations and my goals. So, so far, here we are, last game of the season. If we win, we go to playoffs. If we lose, there's a really good chance that we're out due to differential and some ties. So we have to beat Brain. And speaking of Brain, that's who we're fighting this week, of course. Him and his Lavender Town Luxrays. Um, he's a really cool guy. I like him a lot. He has an interesting team in that he drafted like 4 or 5 Pokemon with times 4 weaknesses. Like, I think his first 5 or so picks were all 4 times weaknesses, like Scizor, Hydreigon. He had Diancie, I think Mega Diancie. He had, Chestnut over there. So it was interesting, but it worked out for him because he's also in it. If he beats me, he has a really good shot at making playoffs. So, yeah, that's what we're playing for this week. Stakes are high, the pressure's high. I stressed a lot over this battle. So let's tell you about my prep. So I've got Ground DMZ, Excadrill, Sandrush, of course. Looking back, I probably could have gone like Sand Force just to get a little more damage off on things, but that's okay. No problem there. I think I have like Aerial Ace for the Chestnut. I have Rock Slide for things like Tornadus there, and of course Earthquake and Iron Head. Actually, I don't remember if I had Rapid Spin or not. Either way, then I've got Mega Tyranitar with Stealth Rocks, Superpower for the Hydreigon there, and I've got a special Salamence with Draco, Hydro Pump, Fire Blast, and I think Roost, because that kind of deals with this team a little better than Physical, and I don't think he'd be expecting it. Then we've got Flame Plate, Salazzle with Overheat, because that will do. I think that 2-hit KOs the Hippowdon with Flame Plate, and then of course Sludge Wave. I think I'm Sludge Bomb. Sorry. And Dragon Pulse for Hydreigon there. I did put a lot of prep for Hydreigon apparently. So, and then Granbull, which is also just a, it's supposed to be kind of a Scissor Lure, but it's also kind of it's my only fairy, so I need it for Hydreigon kind of. But it's got Fire Punch and Stone Edge, and of course it's Intimidate. So yeah, hopefully that works out for us. I can lure the Scissor in and get a lot of chip off with Fire Punch. So, and then Tangrowth, which is a physical wall with Giga Drain, HP, Fire, and I think Knockoff. So yeah, we put in a lot of prep, a lot of practice this week. So let's see how it pays off. I'm going to lead with, what did I lead? Oh, Salamence, because I figured he would lead either Scizor or Hippowdon, probably. And I have coverage for both of them. So let's get it going here. Scizor's here. I Intimidate immediately, and his White Herb activates. I don't know what that was for, quite honestly, but hey, it works out. It might have been just for the Intimidate. He U-turns. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump here, and that doesn't do nearly as much as I would like, but that's okay. He gets a Toxic off on me, which is annoying, but I'm going to go right into Tangrowth now to kind of preserve his health. And I'm going to Giga Drain. Of course, it takes that, no problem. I go to T-Tar because I don't want this thing getting off of a Z-Fly on me. He goes for Bulk Up, which is kind of scary. So I go right into, Rosie here, as he goes for a regular Fly. And I figure I can take this, so I just go for a Stone Edge. And I'm right. So, luckily I land, is what I was trying to say. And now I'm going to go to T-Tar, because I think he's going to pop his Z if he has it, and he does. So, yeah, we eat that like a champ, and Tornadus goes down to Sand. So, looking pretty good here. Scissor comes out, and I go right back out into Balerion there, as he U-turns out, going back in Hippowdon. I'm going to Roost up here, just because I don't want, just to get a little more longevity against this thing. He gets up rocks. Good play. I go for a Hydro Pump and miss, unfortunately. Although, really at this point, I'm just trying to like chip it down, hoping it doesn't have slack off, but I'm pretty sure I saw it did at this point. So 42 is not bad. He goes for an Earthquake, predicting a Roost, or maybe a Switch, but it's fruitless on his part. Now I go for a Roost, because I didn't think he'd go for it again. And now I reveal the Fire Blast and luckily take out that Scizor. It was going to be kind of a pain, so. But now Toxic is wearing me down quite a bit, and I figure I'll just sack Salamence now. And yeah, he does go for a slack off after I drop a Draco on him. So now I'm going to try and go for a Hydro Pump as the Meloetta comes in. And of course it just sponges that up. And Salamence dies to Toxic. So Tyranitar comes in, hoping he's not Relic Song. And I get my rocks up. And then I'm going to go right out into Tangrowth here. No reason not to. He's going to go for... Or sorry, yeah, he switches out to Chestnut. I have Hidden Power Fire to hit this thing. He goes for a Spiky Shield. He might have thought I would go for like maybe a knockoff or something, but... yeah, now I'm going to go for a knockoff, quite honestly. And I'll take that thing's Choice Specs off. So now it's not useless, but it's a lot less scary. He'll go for a Psychic. I eat that, no problem. And yeah, he goes down to another knockoff. So here comes Hydreigon. I switch out into Granbull as he goes for a Flamethrower. So unfortunately, we don't have Granbull anymore, but that's okay. I go into Tyranitar. Hoping he doesn't have Focus Blast, I go for a Superpower as the Chestnut comes in and eats that, no problem. Now, I considered sacking Tyranitar here, but I figured he still had some usefulness, so I went right into Tangrowth, because if I have a check or something, why not use it? It takes that Earthquake, no problem. Kind of surprised he didn't go for a fighting move. But anyway, I go for a Giga Drain, does nothing. I'm going to go for a knockoff here, because I don't know his item yet. Because it outsped everything else it was it was up against, so I confirm he is Choice Scarf. Goes for a Dog Pulse, and right now I just want to get my Salazzle in for free. So Salazzle comes in, clicks Dark Pulse, takes out Hydreigon, and now it's down to Hippowdon and Chestnut, and I need chip off on Hippowdon badly, so I go into Tyranitar, basically to sack it off, and Excadrill can come in now, and I can get a big Tectonic Rage off on something. So luckily he stays in and doesn't go for slack off. He goes for Earthquake to take me out, which is what I was hoping. Like, if I put enough offensive pressure on him, he wouldn't be able to stall me out. So Salazzle comes in, I go for Overheat. Luckily I did not miss, and I get the special attack drop, and all we have to do is click Flamethrower or Sludge Bomb, but I click Flamethrower, take out Chestnut, and we win. We beat Brain, GG to Brain, but since we did that, we're pretty much a lock for playoffs. There was one scenario where somebody else was able to get, if they got +6 differential in their last match, we would have, I think, tied, and it would have meant that it went to, we would have tied record and differential, so it would have gone to a head-to-head tiebreaker, and I don't remember what that situation was. But either way, I'll let you know right now, we did make it in. So after this long up and down season, we are in playoffs, and we will play Scrappy 10 and the Dallas Mountain Dugongs again next week for the first round of the playoffs. So I'm pumped. I'm hyped. I hope you are too. Thank you for watching through this whole season. We'll see how it ends, or maybe doesn't end, next week. So, alright. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you next week.